Hello and welcome to my channel. Well, today I'm in a Target having a look at the range of coffee machines. Now, the American market is totally dominated by Keurig and Fair Dues. They did invent it. They were the first company who had coffee machines and coffee pods in the same format. The only challenge you have with Keurig, it is a drip system. It just drips hot water through. It's not like the European systems that use pressure. Therefore, they can do cappuccino, mochaccino. They can froth up milk with hot water. These, you're making a black coffee and then you're adding in. And they start with this base range here at about $99 before tax. Lots of pretty colours. You've got a few different options, but basically, you fill your cup up to where you want it. Tip that in the back. They are a 1 cup coffee machine. You can see here the prices. Now, as we move up the range a little bit more, so you get actual tanks on the side, you get a different range of options for cup sizes. Some of them will allow you to have a stronger coffee. Really, all that's doing is feeding the hot water through the ground coffee pod slower. But you've got a big old tank here, and you can even fill up a whole flask of coffee for a day, but you are just producing black coffee. Now you're in the mid-range here, the $120, $140. That's what you would expect to pay for a machine like this. Now we're going up to some that have a little bit more technology in it, allowing you to customise your cup a bit more. There's a bit more chip work in here. And these really now start to push the price above $200. This is quite a clever one. This will actually make you a cup or a carafe, which is obviously quite useful. And if you do want to make cappuccinos, lattes, then the way you can do it is this Keurig machine will make the black coffee on one side, and it uses heated little thing here with a spinny disc in the bottom to froth up the coffee. Not the proper way it's done, obviously, but the effect is you can end up with a cappuccino, macchiato, whatever you want there with your different types of coffee. As I said before, that's a standard thing. The formats in here all make different sorts of camel lattes and all gingerbread lattes, but America seems to still be pretty much dominated by Keurig. And this is one of the reasons, the actual range of coffees. You've got everything from donut shops to McDonald's here. So whatever your favourite coffee in America, it will be available in the Keurig format. One of the things to watch that I don't like is some of the flavoured coffees here are artificially flavoured. Again, in Europe that wouldn't be allowed, but in America some of the nut ones have never been near a nut in their life and they're artificially flavoured. I don't like the sound of that. Here we can see some of the competition. This is the opposite aisle, and these are flask brewers primarily. And you've got a number of brands. Mr. Coffee tends to be at the bottom end, at the value end of that. I've used a few of them and they've been absolutely fine, and you can get those for under $25, so they're very good value for money. These ones allow you to program them so that maybe you can turn it on so the coffee is ready when you get up in the morning. And some of these are a combination of it'll make a carafe or it will actually use a pod. So you've got the best of both loaves there, I guess, haven't you? Then there are a number of American brands here. Ninja, who I think of as a fruit juice company, and Black & Decker, who I think of as a drill maker. Every man and their dog is having a go at making a coffee machine here. NutriBullet, that's another one of those companies that I think of blending up fruit to make your own juice. Who have coffee machines. Braun, that to me is a razor. It's funny, isn't it, all these different brands. And then my favourite is some of these. These machines will grind the beans for you, and you can't beat the taste of freshly ground coffee. So yeah, there you can see there's the sort of range of machines. You've got Keurig on one side and on the other. Now in Europe we have a plethora of different types of brands, and that is often led by Nespresso. This is the Virtuoso system. This reads barcodes but spins the pod of coffee. The pods can be quite expensive, but if you're a real aficionado on the real fine essence taste of coffee, then Nespresso is going to do it better. It's done under bar pressure, and it's a really good taste, but you can expect to pay a bit more, maybe around $200 for the machine, and maybe $1 or $2 for some of the individual pods as well. So it's not a cheap system, but a very fine tasting coffee if that's your thing. So there we are. There's your range of what you can expect in Target if you're a coffee lover at the moment. Please like, share and subscribe.